Hey y'all, welcome to Desert Armory and More. We're eating lunch right now. Ran my errands in town, and I'm going to be heading out to visit my aunt in the hospital. Stage 4 cancer, fast growing. Probably won't make it, unfortunately. So we'll be heading there next into Tucson. What's up, AT? Let me turn this noise off in the background. There we go. Good afternoon. Yep. I guess it's fairly good. No affiliate of Sonic. We're just eating lunch here. We're almost done. I'm going to head off shortly to Tucson to see my aunt. Yep. What you got going, AT? You on lunch break too? Just feeding my face. Sonic Burger. No affiliate or association or nothing. Still not working yet. Still waiting on the DMV. Just babysitting dogs today. DMV. Is that something for like commercial driver's license stuff? I forget. I'm trying to remember what you're waiting for DMV. I don't remember. Let's see. Put all messages on. There we go. Oh, we don't miss anything. Here and there, oddball ones still come in. Yeah, you mentioned something about that, I think. Although I might be getting mixed up with Bullseye Ben got in an accident too, but his was after yours. His was like within the last 5-6 months. It was just during the winter. He got wrecked. Right into a snowplow, or a snowplow hit him, I forget. He wrecked his knuckles pretty good. Need some more drink. I'll have to stop at Circle K on the way out. Probably will. Yeah, here I'm going to be heading to Tucson. Tucson Medical Center to see my aunt. What's up, Lon Traveling Gypsy? Thanks for coming. We're eating lunch. Good old Sonic. I'm not affiliated with him or nothing, so. How you doing? So that was invoked and that wrote it as it was a fault, even though I wasn't. I'm not trying to get that. You got the court to reverse it. Nice. I do remember that part. That how you said it was. They reported it wrong. You ready to hit the road? Awesome. How many miles you got to travel today? I'm getting ready too. I need to head to Tucson. It's about an hour away. To my aunt has cancer, and she probably won't make it. It was a fast acting. She had breast cancer. Did treatments for that, and then she starts feeling bad again. And now she has brain and spinal cancer, so stage 4. So unfortunately, she probably won't make it. So I got about an hour of travel to there. Some of my family's over there already. Not many today, but starting tomorrow. 2,200, dude. That is far. I haven't traveled that long in a while. The most miles I recently traveled was about a little over a year ago. I moved back to Arizona from Cali, and I think that's like 7.5, 800, something like that. But like a month before that, I drove that with my car and a trailer. Of course, when you're pulling a trailer, which I had with the big van too when I moved, and a U-Haul trailer, I'm a big old work fan. It just takes a lot longer because Cali, you got to drive shorter, slower distance or slower speed. Yeah, dude, it was hitting me kind of hard last night just thinking about it when I was talking to you guys on the live about it. Just thinking about it now, I'm almost crying. It's not nice. 4,500 a week. What do you use to travel in? One of those. I have a Sprinter myself, but it's for a work van. Hear that? My prayers. Every prayer helps. I am a Bible believing, prayer and preaching brother. It's actually my turn this Sunday to preach coming up. So yeah, pray for our family. Pray for her two boys. They're like 33 and 34, I think, something like that, or 31 and 34. Yep. Oh, a semi. There you go. You travel a big old semi. I appreciate that, AT. Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's we thought, she's getting better. Cancer seemed like it was gone from the breast cancer, and she was starting to not feel good again. She went in, and her cancer count was like through the roof, almost max. Checked it out and got her MRI last night, and she had liquid on her brain, and so fluid on her brain. Checked it out, and yeah, cancer in her brain and her spine. So, hey Lisa, appreciate it. Her name is Lisa, by the way, too. My aunt's name. I met up with John earlier, by the way, Lisa. We settled on a price for me to contract that siding for him. So, Monday or Tuesday, I'll start on that. Number 4, Mark 1. Appreciate it. It's been a while since I've seen you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I know God is still in the business of working miracles. Makes you wonder why God healed her for a while, and then it came back a different way. Same with one of my friends. He had lymphoma, and it came back like 2 years later, and they're getting on top of it again. It was stage 4 the first time, and he pulled through. But he can work miracles, and he can heal that way, or it can cause herself and her family that aren't believers to come to Christ. Just the realization of how frail life is, how that if so many little things in our lives can affect us to make us, sick terminally. And if our hearts are right, I've really been thinking about that myself. If I would ever get cancer and I knew that this was 2 weeks max you're going to live, because that's what they gave my aunt, what would I do in those last 2 weeks or less? My cousin was diagnosed with cancer, and he only made it 5 weeks before passing. Didn't even know was sick. Actually, what did I say? 2 weeks? It's either 2 weeks or did they say 2 months? I'm thinking it was 2 months, but as fast as it was moving, it's got to be more like 4 weeks, probably a month or less. You're right, Rosalind. You are so right. The quicker the better, because you don't want them to suffer. They're your loved one. It's my aunt. It's my mom's mom. She was the second in the family. So least amount of suffering. Sure, they got to make her comfortable. Right now, she's just really constipated. So she's in a lot of pain from that. And they're trying to give her stuff to get the pipes flowing. That's true. Yeah, it is. So I got to head over there shortly. Put you guys on by my shift knob here. I'm in a manual car, so we have to shift. I gotta get fuel sometime too, but I figured I'd get it out by the road, the highway, because it's about 25 to 30 cents cheaper out by the freeway by I-10. All right, let's back up here to head to the light. I wouldn't have to head to the light, but it'd be easier to get out. Yeah, I head to Tucson. That's where she's from. What's up, Russell, brother? Appreciate you. I'm just about to head off to Tucson. I'm here in the little town, just finished lunch at Sonic, Null affiliate. And now we're headed out to Gonna head to Tucson soon to see my aunt, the one that has the terminal cancer, unfortunately. Why does he keep calling me when I'm busy? I'm sorry, John, but I can't. You can't call me right now. I did send him a text. He called me earlier and left voice message, but then I sent him a text saying I'll take the job and win. He subcontracted me to do some work for him. One of my friends I've known for years. He's a painter. And some of the carpentry repairs was a little more than he wanted to do. So he subbed me out to do it. Oh, right. I think I should have enough fuel to get out to the highway. I think it's less than 50 miles. What's up, Harley? We're from Rochester, New York. Hi from Southern Arizona. How are you? It's been a weird day. It's been sprinkling off and on. Windy as all get out. Sunny, overcast, can't figure out what I want. See, we got a green arrow. Sweet. This vehicle makes frequent stops. Okay. It is a Sulphur Springs electric company. No wonder. Yeah, they probably read meters. That's how it's been here for the past few days. It's been weird. Like, I was up in the mountains Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it was breezy like almost the whole time. Some of it I was underground. I was underground one day for 6 hours or over. The other one like 5.5, exploring the caves. Decent amount of hours in the caves. It was fun though. The thing is, I didn't even know about my aunt. I just found out on the way down the hill when I was finally getting signal, like a day and a half, 2 days later, that my aunt is possibly going to pass, and more than likely will, unfortunately. Because I didn't have any cell service. I did message my dad and somebody else through a friend's phone. He became my friend. He had satellite, which I did too on my phone, but it wasn't working. Real nice guy. He's based at Tucson, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. He's from New York. What's up, Hunting? UT Smith, what's up? Except it was like almost here below 50. Oh, below 50 degrees. I was thinking a negative 50. I'm like, what? That'd be a record. Woo, I'm going through a gust right now, and it's coming almost head on. It's like almost straight into my windshield, coming from the south. It'd be west, almost full west, not quite. That's some gusting. I'm glad I'm not in my big van. I'm in my car, and it's still moving my car a little. And I'm only like 4.5 feet above the ground. It's like, I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's like something of the sort. Yeah. If it's coming that way now, well, that means almost the whole way to Tucson I'm going to be pushing it too. Get worse fuel mileage. Instead of getting about 35 on the highway, I only get 30 probably. And gas ain't cheap right now. I could always get a little bit at the One Circle K before I get to the highway to make sure I'll make it to the highway. I mean, I should. I think it's like 30 miles. I got 48 on here, 47. Hey guys, I got my taxes done. Sent them in to my brother. On Friday, he sent them back. Told me how much I owed. He gave me a late fee, as in, like, he has himself, since he has to rush it more, if it's past a certain date, he charges more. And I was hoping, since I'm his brother, he'd give me a discount, but no, he still charged me a rush fee. Not a rush fee, a late fee for not getting in by a certain date, which was like the end of March, I forget. It's like, well, so you're punishing me, but I'm still within the guidelines of the U.S., no later than the 15th. To me, that's kind of taking advantage a little bit. But for him, I guess it just makes it more inconvenient, because everybody, if they're rushing at the end, that makes sense. But for my taxes, it'll only take him like 20 minutes to do them, so he makes good money. Which averages about 20 miles per gallon unless I'm towing heavy. My work van gets about 20 to 18 and a half. On the highway, I don't know, but running around in town, it's got that turbo 4-cylinder in it. That big old van I have, yeah, it has a 4-liter. I mean, a 4-cylinder turbo. It gets like 18 and a half to 20. I think most of the time running here about 18 and a half. Sometimes a little more, but highway, I don't know what it gets highway with nothing in it. Because like when I was towing a big trailer that was plumb full and that big van was plumb full, I was still getting 17 and a half. Thoughts on a Browning 22 semi-automatic? Browning 22. You're talking about like the, what's that one called? My brother has one. It's called a, I'm drawing a blank on it. They have like 10 models of it. What is that one? It's called a Buckmaster or something? A Buck something. I know which one you're talking about, Russell. At least for the pistol. I'm trying to think of a rifle, a Browning. Are you talking about a Browning 22 rifle? I've never shot one. It's a breakdown. Okay. That'd be cool. Russell, I have no experience with the semi-autos. Browning, do have a Browning 22 levers. Oh, that's nice. So breakdown 22, that'd be nice for backpacking and hiking. And now I'm getting a whole bunch of side wind. Yeah, I've never messed with Browning. I'm trying to think if I even own a Browning. My brother has the 22. It's called the Buckmaster or something like that. But that's a pistol. Other than that, I don't think I've ever messed with a Browning. So, I mean, sure, Browning's good. It's usually like up there. You usually pay a little more for a Browning. Because you're paying some for the name, but it is good quality. So yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you about that. I suppose the ones he has, the levers have been good for him if he's got numerous of them. Yeah, I don't know if have I ever even shot a Browning ever. Well, my brother's pistol. I've shot his a few times. It looks a lot like the Mark IV Ruger. They're competitors. Ruger Browning? Ruger's going to be cheaper. Quality-wise, probably about the same, I would think. Some Rugers are made by me here in Prescott, Arizona. A lot of their pistols are made in Prescott. Some of them are made in New Haven. North Carolina, is it? I forget. Ooh, man, it's windy out here. It's moving my car around a little bit. I'm low to the ground. And then, yeah, a lot of them are made in Prescott. Some of their rifles are, and definitely a lot of their pistols are made in Prescott, Arizona. Everyone, double tap. Appreciate you. What's up, Moist? Been a while. Beans, howdy. Yep. Everyone, double tap. Let me pin that one, bro. Appreciate you. How you doing, buddy? I did go live yesterday for about 12 minutes, and then it cut out, and I restarted because it was kind of finicky, too. Then I went for another hour and 40 minutes, I think. So in total, about 2 hours. It was a little earlier because I was tired. And then in the evening, I spent time on a live with J-Mac, Mr. Evan J-Mac. Him and his porch paraphernalia, I don't know what. What do you ever call it? I don't know if you, and then I joined in with it. I joined the live in Steam Yard or something it's called. Yard Steam, I forget. What's Cock Zone, Moist? Cock Zone? I have no idea. Hey, Outdoors Guy, how's it going? We are headed to the hospital to see my aunt. I don't remember if you were on last night when I was talking about her. About how she has pretty much terminal cancer, stage 4, in her brain and her spinal cord. Her spine, so. Yeah, it's my mom's mom. Sorry, my mom's aunt, or sister, my mom's sister. So, it's an old reference, a kid show from the 2000s. The Zone. Get in the zone. Auto Zone. Let's see here. Didn't see that. I pray she is comfortable during her hard times. Yeah, right now she's in a decent amount of pain from, of course, the cancer too, but I guess she's constipated really hard, and so she can't go to the bathroom, and they keep giving her stuff to get that loosened up. It's not really helping. is what my sister just said, because I just talked to her to get the address and what hospital she's at. Didn't see that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for her to be comfortable at least, right? While she's suffering. Cancer ain't fun. I lost a decent amount of people to cancer in my family. My great grandpa, I believe, was cancer. I don't remember what type. My grandpa Dennis, he had pancreas and it came back. Before that, he had the testicle cancer, whatever that's called. Prostate. There we go. Prostate cancer. He totally remiss. My grandma has had so many cancers, and she has pulled through every single one. Breast, ovarian, like 2 others, I think, and piles of different health problems. I think it's because God has something for her, and she's not a believer. And God's got something for her to finally change over. And then, yeah, I had another grandma that had breast cancer, and then, yeah, now my aunt had it. Thought she was fine, but now it came back into her brain and her spine. Yeah, the opiates, if they're managing her pain with good stuff, will cause that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would know about that probably. I don't know if it's opiates or what types they're using on her. Not sure. To keep her comfortable. There'll be a section that the phone will probably totally cut off again. This road has one spot that's dead for like 3 miles. It died out on the way over last time too. So, yep. It's probably another 4 or 5 miles up the road, then it'll cut out. Same here, man. I lost my uncle, my aunt had it, and my grandpa, but luckily they both beat it. I pray she can overcome the battle. It'd have to be a miracle at this point. It's stage 4 in her brain and her spine. So usually morphine or diluted, if I had to guess. Yeah, don't know. I remember my one grandpa, my great grandpa, that ended up dying with cancer later. He was in World War II. He was in Japan during World War II. He had a tumor years ago that in his brain, and it just was benign. It just quit growing, and it was fine. Never got cancerous. Stayed the same size. It was in a bad spot to remove, but it wasn't ruining his ability to do anything, and it wasn't growing, so they just left it. I remember praying for him years ago for that, but later on he died of some type of cancer. I can't remember. He was just riddled with whatever it was. I don't remember what type. Lutein is what it gave me when I was feeding tube surgery, and it's stronger than that. Yeah, what's up, Rodney? More stronger than morphine, like 30 times. My grandpa, when he was on painkillers, he got put on fentanyl. When I was taking care of him back in 2016, when his pancreas cancer came back, and then he passed from it, they were giving him fentanyl and some for pain patches too. I don't know what the patches were, but then also pill stuff. All he could eat was with a tube, with like that liquid baby formula like stuff. Yeah. Just passed 172,000 miles on this car. Sister and grandma have tumors like that. Oh, benigns? Yeah. Not growing any bigger or smaller, not cancerous. Yeah, we just passed 172,000 1 mile ago. I wanted to take a picture.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that just shows how much my grandpa was in pain. With his pancreas cancer. Yeah, he was on fent. I'm pretty sure that was patches of some sort. Because I remember putting new patches on every once in a while. Helping with it when the nurse was there to help roll them over and put the patches where they needed to go. Of course, he was super light because when he passed, he was under 80 pounds. He was like 77, 78 pounds or something. And before he got sick, he was like maybe 120. About 5'6". He was a wiry man. And wiry means you're thin but strong. That's how my grandpa always was. He was very strong but thin. A lot of my family's that way. Like I'm not heavy, I'm not fat. I'm a little heavier than I used to be. As in like fitness-wise, but I'm decently strong still. But yeah, some people, they don't look strong, but they actually are. Like my grandpa was that way. Let's see here, completely benign. Lady, watch out, you almost sideswiped me. Let's see here. What is up, Brooke? I'm headed to the hospital. My friend's grandma had fentanyl patches. Maybe it was that. That's probably what it was, fentanyl patches. Completely benign, but a spot that they can't be removed. Yep. Yeah, they diluted it. Had me pretty sink, but the pain was still winning. Yeah. Visible muscle versus muscle for show, like bodybuilders. Correct. You probably saw those videos of bodybuilders trying to figure out how many bags of, like 80-pound bags of concrete they can carry. They can maybe do 5 or 4 at a certain distance. But the guys that use it and do it all the time, they can carry like 6. It's crazy. 80-pounders. What's up, Tiger? How's it going? Thanks for coming in. What'd this person say? What's up, Cam? Cam's smelling my YouTube, smelling my farts. What's up? Hope you flip UNC. I am an uncle. How's it going, buddy? I hope I don't have to smell your farts. Glad that doesn't come through the phone. Smelling farts, even your own brand, is not very good. It's windy out here. Pushing and shoving. Battering the car around. Video with the dude lifting the super heavy mop. Oh yeah, Anatoly. That guy though is ripped. He is ripped but small. He has won so many like weight to body ratio. He's like as they would call it, an accident or a freak of nature. It's crazy how good that guy's body is. These were like, holy crap, they tried to lift it and they hardly could. I know, right? Gym strength versus his work strength, completely two different. Right. Different muscle groups. We be back. What's up, folks? I don't know if anybody's chilling in the back or not. Windy here too, sitting in the sun. Very windy here. Just in a week, LOL. No hand powers over here. Can't lift multiple of my body weight. Ha ha ha. 10 pounds is heavy. Alright, we're back, folks. What I find crazy is I find that I'm stronger than most people, but I'm maybe 6% of what I used to be. I'm probably about... I know I'm not strength as I used to be. Muscle groups. Hey, what's up, Zero? It's probably... It keeps cutting in and out. 2-3 bars. This section's always dead. Kind of slacking on my stuff. I need to drop to like 5 or so pounds. LOL. My 97 pounds. My doctor's gonna beat me. Yeah, it's lagging. I already said that it's going to, so of course you weren't here. Although I did mention it while you were here, but it probably cut out then. This section's really laggy where I'm at. Here in about 5 minutes or so, it'll be fine. And it cut out again. Yep, it cut out again. It's going to do that off and on for the next 5 miles or so. Unfortunately. Yep, laggy. This section's always dead for about 5 miles. Spotty. I think it's 1 or 2 bars and that's all. Yep, 1 bar. It's been dead in this area even when we would grow up. when we were growing up and visit my great-grandparents be dead in this area with cell service. La señal de muy muerta. Malo. I'm getting on the better side of it. It shows 3 bars now, 4G, so it might stay. We'll see. We shall see. Because there's usually 1 or 2 spots that'll kick out again. And then on I-10, there's a dead spot for a couple miles through some canyons where I'll be heading out of. I gotta get gas before that. Maybe there's copper in the ground and this scrambles the signal. Could be. Could. You keep cutting out and I have 3 and 4 bars of 4G. I don't know why. It must be that copper you're talking about. This guy's license plate says Godzilla 6. He's got a red AR-15 on the side of his car. Like a car sticker. Let's see here. My mom's was like a Faraday cage. You had to go outside to use the phone because there's copper pipes. I always thought you're going to say because of an older mobile and it was all like metal roof, metal sides. Those would do it too. Like the old mobile I was fixing, the cooler roof, it was leaking. That one had metal everywhere. And I looked at some of the feed later and it was a little grainy sometimes. Got an alert from Ace Hardware. What do they want? Yeah, it's windy as ever out here right now. What's up, DH? We are headed to Tucson to visit my aunt in the hospital. I got to get there before 3 because she wants to be rested up for a while before my cousin signs some legal paperwork, just in case my aunt passes, they can have power of attorney to my cousin, which is her boy, her second boy, younger boy. He's 31, 32. And the other boy is about my age. He's 35 right now, I think. Brandon. They're my cousins. 4:15. We are at 1:15. Tucson to visit my aunt. She's been in the hospital as of Friday, I think it was. So we're trucking along. Trucker. Yeah, 1:15 here. Is she okay? Unfortunately, she probably won't make it. She has cancer. She had breast cancer about a year ago. Went through all the treatments. She was feeling awesome. And she started feeling weird again. Got checked up, had fluid on her brain. Got in the hospital, and then just did an MRI last night, or was it the night before? Found out she's got brain cancer and spinal cancer. She's in and out of consciousness now. It's been getting worse, so it's really rapid growth. My new ultrasound cleaner did amazing with my Thunder Beast can. That's cool. Went from looking like 1,000 rounds to maybe 10. Oh, just with sonic cleaning? Wow. 9, I take it, right? 9 mil?
Is it 9 mil, mate? 9 millimeter? A Warth 9 millimeter carbine.
Oh, I got slow. Goes to 55 right here, and I was going like almost 80. It was 65 back there, and I was going like 70, 78. A 30 cal. Okay, a 30 cal can. So were you running that on like is it a multi-use where you can use it for 308 and screw it onto your 223 if you wanted? Big chunks of carbon came out, very impressive. There you go. What were you using for the liquid? It's right here by your aunt. Yeah, it's not very nice. It's my mom's mom, my mom's sister, right under her. She's the second oldest of the family. But yeah, what were you using for the cleaner, the liquid part? Because I've been trying to figure out what to use for mine for like cleaning brass. I hear it works pretty good for cleaning brass. Because they got the carbine buildup too after you punch out the primers. Yeah, one of these days I just need to go through all my brass, punch all the primers out, clean them all heavily, and then put them back in and and put all the primers in. I like punching out the primer and putting the new one in right away, but if you shot them more than once, they're going to have carbon buildup in there. So, let's see here. I wish I could get the Henry Homesteader. Yeah, those are nice because it has both attachable magazines and a threaded barrel. It can't get in Cali. That's not true. When I was there, they had it. Did they outlaw it now? When I lived there, you could get the Homesteader no problem. When I was there, I almost bought it myself, but I was like, yeah, it's a little more than I want to spend right now. I wonder who's telling you that. I mean, sure, yeah, if it's a threaded one, yeah, you can't get it. But they have options that aren't, because I almost bought it myself. See, we're pulling into the Love's gas station right now. Oh, that's a nice Lexus. Yeah, that's strange. They're telling you can't get it. Been stressed out watching the Iran conflict, gun bans potentially spreading since two states seem to be winning against the Bill of Rights. Pistol race is still uncertain. Slept last night. Been so preoccupied seeing all the updates on YouTube. Did a peroxide vinegar soak. 20 minutes, $15 Interesting. At this point, I didn't want anything more ruffles unless it's 37 lever. Cheapest is 8+. Yeah, AT, that's weird because when I lived there, you could get the Homesteader no problem, the non-threaded one with the detachable mag. But it was, of course, a 10-rounder only. I'm getting gas now. Oh, I'm here at the Love's here. Gotta get my carb ready. Yeah, I need to get a 357 lever. One of these Blue Moons and a 4570. Hey, what's up, Baker? Oh, I'm at Love's gas station getting gas. Getting some gas. Thanks for subscribing. At least I figure you did, Baker. Let's see here. What's he playing music over the radio? I don't have anything with him. A card. And the skip button don't work. One moment, please. Receipt? Yes, I do want a receipt. You're in New Mexico? I'm headed to, yeah, it's only 409 over here versus 439 by me, plus 5 cents off. I'm over here heading to Tucson. Because my aunt... Sorry, it's so windy out here. Creates parasitic. I'm going to have to hold this gas thing. It's going to blow out while the nozzle's locked in. That's the use of oh, South Carolina. NM, bro. How about you? I don't know what the NM... I thought you meant like New Mexico when you said that. Which is literally like that way about 50, 60 miles. Maybe 100. I'm in southern Arizona, way down south. Not doing much? Okay. You probably hear the wind rustling around. Sorry about that. Just breezy. It's messing up my hair. My toes. It's blowing out the dandruff that way. Might as well fill her up. This is the cheapest I'm going to get anywhere else. 409. One person? There's more than one person on here. Stop lying to me, YouTube. I hope that music is muffled enough it's not going to catch it. Didn't pop up with anything saying anything. What I meant when I typed in... oh, nothing much. Okay. I don't know all the acronyms. I'm a millennial. I'm born in 1990, but I still don't know what they all are. NM also means never mind, doesn't it? Or NVM, never mind. Yeah, maybe. Look at that, $60 to fill up a car. Used to be I could fill up my big van for about that price when it was under $3. Sucks. It sucketh. All right, where's my receipt? Come on, I asked for a receipt. Didn't pop it out. That's dumb. All right, I'm gonna have to pause this just for a little bit. We'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ugh. I took a picture of the pump because even though I asked for a receipt, it didn't pop one out. You know how it is. They do that on purpose, so that way you'll go inside and buy something. Which, I mean, technically I do need something to drink. I'm kind of thirsty. 0 people? YouTube, you are freaking lying. It is not 0 people in here. Ticks me off that YouTube is so doing that. They know it. They told us now finally, and they still aren't fixing it. Sorry, that probably wasn't nice to say that word. It's a byword of other ones that are bad, so. Alright, gotta get it. Subiru. Well, dude, you gotta love it when people do not use their blinkers. You're waiting for them to pull out, and they don't use their blinkers, and they just turn, and you're like, come on. Another thing that checks me off. It's crazy how people don't drive. Alright, let's see here. That's what I meant. Okay, gotcha. I'm still here. Yeah, it showed 0. It showed 0 people again. It's a truck from Wisconsin. DH. Truck Wisconsin. I forget what DH stands for. Dairy Hand? No. Alright, getting on to I-10 here shortly. Wow, this ramp is horrible. It's so bad. This ramp is so bad, my friends. It's hard to get speed on it. You like jump around and spin out on little bumps. The uniform truck in front of us is going kind of slow too to speed up on this on-ramp. That's 5th. Once we speed up enough, we'll get into 6th. I'm heading right into the wind. It's gonna get bad fuel mileage. Probably gonna get lower than 30. I'm literally right into the headwinds. Let's see here. What's up, higher label? Respect, still driving a manual. Yep, it's a 6-speed. I love manuals. When I sell this thing, which might be sooner than later, because I need to sell this in my little work van and get like a small SUV. It'd be better for what I do for my channel. Cave exploring, mine exploring, hiking, stuff like that. I need a 4-wheel drive, a good one. Afternoon Desert, what's up? Wait, experience. We're headed to Tucson. Yeah, we got a 6-speed. This is a Ford Fusion. There's a white Ford Fusion that just passed us. Oh, that's the same one. It's got the AR-15 sticker on the side of their car. I like that. I like it. Allegedly, we have 3 firearms in the car. Allegedly. 1 in the pantalones and 2 in this armrest. Allegedly. 380, a 9mm, and a 22 mag. Needs a horse to manage what you need. Need a horse to manage what you need. What do you mean? I have no idea what you're meaning, waiter. Mr. Waits Experience. Horse, aka vehicle. It's breezy out here. It's kicking me all over the place. Its speed limit's 75 right here, and I'm pushing like 78, 79-ish. Still throwing it around pretty good. I'm on the fast lane that everybody else is going the same about. Oh, a vehicle to manage for what you need. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, my work van, I can't find the keys, so I need to get a key for it. Then that and this, I can clean both of them up and sell them. But I have to make sure I got, like, I want to sell the little one first because that one I can get the most money out of it. It's worth between like 12 and 11, 10,000, something like that. And so it'd be nice to get about 10 for it and maybe about half of that I could put towards a little, it could be a beater SUV, as long as it runs and is half decent, because it's going to get beat up being out in the desert. So if it's a little rough, I don't care. As long as it's reliable, because I want something that's reliable that still can, you know, travel across states. That way I don't have to bring my big, huge work van to Cali if I visit friends. And a semi decided to pass another semi going 10 miles an hour slower. So we're all slowing down now. All right, there we go. We're speeding back up. Oh yeah. Let's see here. My 6-speed Focus SVT gets 28 miles per gallon its best day. Huge cam profiles. Oh, Kenneth, yeah, mine gets, like, I'll probably get about 28 in this up against wind like this. But normally on the highway, if it's a regular old day with a 6-speed manual, I'll get like 35 still. And it just rolled over 172,000. And I'll still get like 35. So, these Ford Fusions are good. Like, they had a couple recalls here and there, like this one has a couple. A lot of them are airbags, like a lot of vehicles have, because there's a certain brand that had problems. But that would have been a pretty neat one, an SVT 6-speed Focus. Usually just carry a 9mm on my ride. Yeah, I usually either have a 9 chilling just in the glove box or the door, or not the glove box, the armrest, or like in my van, I'll have the 380 sometimes in the door off to my left, so I can just, if I need it, I pray not, I just have it right there. And then I'll have the 22 mag in my pocket, which I allegedly have now. A Toyota? No, this is a Ford Fusion. A Ford Fusion, a 2.5 liter. A 2.5 liter Ford Fusion. It's called the Dura something. I think it's a type of Duratec motor. It's chain driven, so it's not a timing belt, it's a timing chain. 16-foot lane, left lane, closed ahead. Yep, we're going to get over here shortly. Right behind this nice looking Ram, it's like that rusty orange with like a two-tone tan on the bottom. It looks nice, like a rusty brown actually, with that tan on the bottom. Cell service is going to be spotty for probably another 5 miles, just so you know. If it cuts out, that is why. Going through these dips here on 10, we'll cut it in and out. It will cut in and out. I'm going almost 80, and this Durango GT just passed me going about almost 90. Bye-bye. I am going just a little bit. I'm trailing right behind a Dodge. They're going the same speed, at around 78, 80. And it's 75 mile an hour in this road. They've been doing a lot of road work, though, at this bridge. They're replacing part of these bridges, 2 of them, I think. So they narrow it down to 1 lane up here. We're all trying to get ahead of this semi. Wow, his trailer is really trailering, if that makes sense. Dude, why'd you just pass him? There's room to. Now we got to get all stuck behind the semi. This Chevy's going to try to make it in what this Dodge didn't want to do. Yeah, this trailer on the semi is all sideways like this because the winds are pushing it. It's trailering sideways big time. Yeah, we're down to 1 lane now here shortly, so everybody's hitting the brakes. Hopefully it's not too far backed up. Thing is, they're like usually never working on it. Like I think one time I saw them actually working on these bridges. They just always have it closed, like the 1 lane. It's like, are you ever going to work on the thing? Ford Duratec Mazda is a more refined motor. Folks have swapped them into MK Mark 1 Focus. Oh yeah, those Focuses, they had the 2 liter. Those were junk. Of some of them, like the Ford, what was that one called? Let's see, it was the Ford, My grandma and grandpa had one, but they had a newer version of it. It was the little car. They don't make it anymore. I'm drawing a blank on it right now. I had a friend who had one. It had the 2-liter. That motor was okay. It was a multi-airport. It was kind of like a VTEC. It had an extra fins that would open at certain RPMs, like a VTEC. Multi-port, they called it. That was a 2-liter, but that actually wasn't too bad, especially in the manual. But yeah, the first-gen Focuses, those motors were junk. I could see why they want to put a 2.5-liter in it. For one, you got more power instead of a 2-liter, and way more reliable. Why am I drawing a blank on those little cars they used to have? I'm thinking it started with an E, like so many of them do, of Ford. Zetec is a tough motor, but a bit antique-ish. Z-Tech. Oh, yeah. The Z-Tech. Is that the one that had the multi-port air that I was just talking about? They had them in their Ford little cars. They had them in 2-doors and 4-doors. They had multi-air, just like a VTEC. Once you get a certain RPM, another port would open. I didn't realize that until I was doing a tune-up on my friends. I had a 5-speed, a single lady. She was a church-going person. She passed now. She had a brain aneurysm a few years back. But I was doing a tune-up on it because I was borrowing it. I was like, wow, I didn't know these things had like a VTEC. Multi-port, they called it. What were those little cars called they had? It wasn't the Fiesta because they brought those back. It's not the Focus because that one they've pretty much always had. What was that little car? Can't remember. Yeah, dual intake rammer. Yep, that's it. But yeah, what was that little Ford car they had? They made them in like 90 all the way to 2000 maybe, something like that. A Ford, 2002 maybe. And again, yeah, they weren't working on the bridge. Lame. Let's see. Complaint. Z-Tech is antiquish. I'm someone who prefers carburetors. Some of those were fuel injected. The one on this vehicle I'm thinking of. It was fuel injected. Because it was from like 96, 97. Why can't I remember that model of Ford? It was a 2-door, and I think they had a hatchback version that my grandpa had. They made it from like maybe late 80s, early 90s, all the way to early 2000s. They had 2 or 3 different body styles. So first and second gen, maybe a third. No, not the Fiesta or the Fiesta, because the Fiesta they still make. What is that one called? I'm drawing a blank. I almost thought it started with an E, just like a lot of them do. You just have to type in small cars that Ford made in the 90s. Oh, what is that one called? It's like right on the tip of my tongue. Escort, there it is. I knew it started with an E. An Escort, yeah. They had that Z-Tech multi-port air where you'd go fast enough it opened the other airflow just like a VTEC, pretty much. That's it. The Escort, Ford Escort. It was like 95, 97, I forget what year this one was I was doing a tune-up on. That was a decent motor because it had almost 300,000 miles on it. It was still going. Yep. Work in progress. What's up, brother? It's probably going to cut out right in this section, unfortunately. There's a couple valleys that the signal dies out, so be aware of that. It'll buffer. It will buffer. How's it going? Work in progress. We're headed to Tucson. Tucson, as people call it. Tucson. We have 3 bars 4G, but that doesn't mean a thing with this phone, I've noticed. Es basura la señal de esta teléfono. Esta celular is malo. There's 2 little Bobcat tracked rigs. Skiddy steers. It's going, sir. Yep. Hey, work in progress. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I could go live tonight. We'll see, because I'm going to be spending time with family because of my aunt. And so we're headed to the hospital right now. So she has really bad cancer. It's just real fast acting. Like crazy how fast it acted. It's sad. Yep, got 2 bars here. There it is. Did a. Yeah, I'm still getting 33.2 miles per gallon, going like 78 to 80 miles an hour with a headwind. And it's pushing me around. I got this little car. Switched to 5G, but I'm sure it'll kick out again because there's another gully over here. Whoa, that was a big gush. Yeah, pushing us around. Yeehaw! On for the ride. Yes, sir. Pushing, shoving. Pushing and shoving. Out from. Then somebody out from. Then somebody calling too, so that doesn't help. Messes up the signal. It's like crashed wires. Gotta remember which road I need to take to get out, to get down in there. I'm off of I-10 here. How to get to TMC, Tucson Medical Center. Well, I'll have to see, mate. I might have to punch in the GPS and then go back to the live for a little bit. We'll see if I can get it in the GPS here. Be right back. Alright, I got 11 miles to go, it says. And we got a wide load coming that we're passing here. It's almost as big as that one on Friday, but this one is not quite as wide. Or it must not be as heavy because it has less wheels. And they don't have, was it 6? I think they had 6 troopers escorting it through the little town I was in. Patagonia, Sonoyta. Well, it's Sonoyta, I guess, where I was driving through there. Got the GPS running in the background so I can figure out where to go here. Hopefully it works. I think it shuts off the voice though, so I'm not sure how strong it is. This one has a pilot car in the back. It's a Chrysler Pacifica minivan. The front probably has one too then. It's a pretty big load. They're trucking. They're going like 73, 72, I don't know. They're trucking along with that big wide load. And the semi beside me is flinging rocks at me. Don't break my windshield. This is a pretty new windshield without any cracks or chips. Don't do it, Mr. Semi. I get you. What's up, Thunderbird? 6 or 7 what? 6 or 7 what, my friend? Oh, this thing is pretty big. This actually might be as big as that other one was. Here, let me flip the camera. I went to switch the camera and it crashed. Look at this load, guys. It is wider, as wide as the lane it's in or wider. Big boy, Peterbilt. Peterbilt. She big boy. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, there's your state trooper right there. Done pulled him over. I suppose it pulled him over. Yep, they're checking him out. I don't know if he didn't have it strapped right. I mean, it looked, from glancing at it, looked fine. It was like a mini articulating loader. A payloader, as they call them. What's up, Raccoon? Let's see here. What's going on, boys? They're just dropping in out of the doctors and eating hot sauce and burritos. Yummy. Lapelamon's restaurant, rice and beans. Yeah, I'm heading to the doctor right now, not for myself. It's actually for, I'm heading to the hospital. My aunt is in there, not doing very well with her. So if you're a praying person, some power transport, it could be. The one Friday did not have a huge blanket on it. Like that one did. It had the Daddy blanket, and since we were going through a teeny little town, they had 5 or 6 troopers escorting it. plus 2 Escorters, which this one had one in the back, which is a minivan. And we're finally getting to the one in the front. It's a pickup. It's a, what, a F-250, I think? Super Duty. It's a nice blue color. I think it is. Yeah, it's an F-250. Yep, Power Stroke. It's got the Taurus. Hope his gets well. Taurus? Mine? No. This vehicle? No, it's a Ford Fusion. I have a Fusion. It's a 6-speed manual. That's what this thing is. It's a knobby for this. Parts of the rubber came off because it was like getting brittle with the sun. So this cap popped off, so I had to glue it back on where it shows reverse, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. My aunt, yeah, her name is Lisa. It's not the same Lisa that pops in here, different Lisa. You've been on my channel, my aunt Lisa. So I got a turn at exit 270. I'm at 275. Just say we have 5 miles left, roughly. 5.7. Uh-oh, someone broke down on the other side of the road. A Kia something. Looks like a K5 or an Optima. I don't know what that is. Optimas they don't make anymore, so it'd be a K5. Could never drive a manual except for clunky ones like Fiero's 88. When I first got this, it was so quiet. It was hard to know when you were engaging it. Compared to, I was used to driving manual tractors, a 6-speed manual Dodge diesel. They're hard to kill because there's just so much torque. What else? I had a pickup. I had a little Isuzu Hombre, pretty much an S10. That was a 5-speed. That's what I learned on mostly. That was my first manual that I owned. I used to drive a tractor, a farm back, an old Kubota that was a manual. That's what I actually learned on. An old Kubota tractor from the 80s. 45, I think it was called. Forget. I love manual. Hey, it's an old cab over Freightliner. That's cool. We don't see those in Cali anymore because they don't pass emissions. That is neat. Old cab over Freightliner. We're just starting to get in the crazy part of where people drive. Well, I guess that's everywhere, but. I already had one weirdo the way they were driving. Or no, it was 2 of them. 2 of them so far. Some of it's the wind, it's shoving you around, and maybe they don't like driving in the wind. If not, well then why are you driving, right? Mr. Kia Sorento, you left your blinker on. Might want to shut that off.
You might want to shut it off, mate.
Or want to hear something funny. What's funny, Mr. Raccoon? So I actually saw an old cab over Freightliner, California the other day. He probably converted it all because most of those are out of date. You can't drive in Cal unless you convert them to a certain tier of emissions, which most people will not spend because it's not worth it. Although since things are so expensive nowadays, it might be worth it now. So you always gave off F-150 vibes, honestly. Oh, I would drive an F-150. In certain years, definitely. I'm not against Fords. I own a Ford. This is the Ford Fusion. There's a nice Texas edition Ford Performance model. That one looks nice. F-150. Probably 2025, 24. It's got the new look, so.
In 2 miles, take exit 270 for Kolb Road.
Yep, gotta go to Kolb Road.
Kolb Road.
What is that? Oh, that's from. Oh, that's called the Chevy Groove. It's a little crossover. It's from Mexico. It says Sonora on it. Excuse me. I've got an itch also. The air quality is definitely poor today since it's so windy. Dust all in the distance. What's the funny joke, bro? Let's hear it, Raccoon. Raccoon, miso raccoon. Let's see here. Let's get in front of this Ford Fusion. Huh. Their license plate is Amish. AM1SH. Amish. They use. That's not the same Ford Fusion on the side. Is that what said Godzilla 6 on? It's the funny thing, right?
In half a mile, take exit 270 for Kolb Road.
Oh, drop down to 65 now. Can't go 78. It was 75 earlier.
75 earlier, mate. Which everybody was going 83.
Possibly. I wasn't. Well, I might have touched it.
Take exit 270.
Sorry, the sound's all kaput. You guys hear? I don't hear anybody responding back. See anybody responding back.
At the next light, turn right.
At the next light, turn right onto Kolb Road. Yes, sir.
Anybody there? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Por favor. I can hear you, my friend. Thank you very much, Mr. AT.
At the light, turn right onto South Kolb Road.
Yep.
Turn right on the South Kolb Road. Yes, ma'am.
This 4Runner's so far forward, I can't see if I can pull out. There we go. Oh, there. Hi, down there. Whoops. I put it into fourth instead of second. That'll help. Mason told you were raised Amish. You were? I don't remember that. Yeah, all makes sense. I was raised Amish? No, I wasn't raised Amish. I was a Mennonite, but I was not raised Mennonite. I was raised Christian. I became Mennonite when I was, or Anabaptist, whatever you want to call it, when I was about 17. I'm just Christian again. He's back. Yeah, we back. I died laughing. How did I miss that? Miss what? Yeah, I've never been Amish, ever. Amish has horse and buggies and no electricity. That's not me. I've never been that. Nunca, nunca. Let's see here. Oh, my buddy, my new friend I met when I was caving just sent me a text. Let's see what he's up to. Just sent me text. What did Mike say? Major Mike. I did go into Hidden Cave. Oh, good. That's the one I wanted to go into. Into Hidden Cave. I have no signal to drop my pin. Alright, I'll have to look at that later. Sorry that it's so noisy. I'm on a road that needs repaved 10 years ago. It's that bad. The road needed repaved 10 years ago. Alright, there we go. This section's better for a little bit. I don't know how long. This is way better. That was a noisy road. Great Falls is all Hutterites. Oh, Hutterites. Yeah, I know what Hutterites are. Oh, come on, you little Toyota. All of a sudden, he just slammed his brakes in front of me. Almost rear-ended him. He literally last minute hit the brakes. So then I had to hit that gear hard. I don't know if the guy in front of me was just paddling around or what. But I went in this lane because that one ends. And this big semi is driving stupid. You should have been in this lane a long time ago so you could let the people in the right in. If you guys ever watch Stifler Manufacturing's lives, he goes through this spot quite often, and the signal's kind of spotty because it's by the base, and there's the graveyard of all the airplanes. Let's see here. Hutterites or what? Just thought you were weird. Weird? I'm not weird. I'm just a guy that, just like all of us, are touched with autism. Let's see, did Mason tell you about the car rammed his trailer hitch in Indy? I forget who Mason is, honestly. If you go by his channel name, I'd probably know that one better. It's an engineered dead zone. Correct, because over by Where I live near Sierra Vista, Fort Huachuca, there's some engineered dead spots too. They don't want you monkeying with the signal. They crack down on it. Yeah, see, it's only one bar right here. Brookside, Wisconsin, the kid. Oh, Brookside. Yeah, see, I know more by their channel name. But someone was smoking weed. I can smell it. I need to get in this right lane so I can get ahead of this semi because this Toyota keeps driving funky. I can smell it. See, look, guys, here's all the graveyard planes, some of them. If I can switch it here real quick. Those are C-130s, a whole bunch of them, carrier planes. All wrapped up, tender-like. If they need them, they can use them. They maintain them, so a lot of them they do. C-130s, whole bunch of them. They're 4-prop. I think those are C-130s. It'd be better to get behind this semi-truck, honestly. This lane, that Toyota's piddle-paddling around. Hey, there's that Fusion again, the one that does say Godzilla with the little red AR on it. Now I'll get in front of the Toyota. I'll be like, what are you doing that for? Well, because you drive drunky. Wonka Tonk. See, it's 7 miles. I got to make a left-hand or right-hand turn. Why did it take me this way then? I would have went the other way. Let's get in front of the semi now. Just don't plow into me sideways. There we go. Oh, he's turning left or right anyways. Let's see here, please. 3 feet away. It's the law. Oh, from a bike and cars riding. Well, unfortunately, can't do that on everything. What do we got here? Brookside. Yep. Good old Brookside. Good old Brookside. 33.6 miles per gallon. It's going to go down now that we're inside town. In Tucson, Tuscan. Let's see, what's the gas at this Circle K? 463? What the what? That's more than mine. It's 339. Of course, I paid 309. That's crazy. Is it just that Circle K or all of them around here like that? Ay. What happened, Tucson? 30 cents more per gallon than Sierra Vista, which is always higher. Let's see, we're on Kolb Road. We're heading to Craycroft. Craycroft? I don't know why it took me this way. It should have took me down Houghton or another road. I don't know why it took me Kolb. Taking me the long way around. Backtrack. The Airborne Candace is C-130 rolling down the strip. Airborne Ranger's gonna take a little trip. Yep. I forget. I don't know that little saying, but I'll probably have to shut you guys off soon because I want to pay attention to my driving. I don't want to get in an accident, so I have to shut you guys off. So I have my full attention in this big city, busy city. And I'll end up like those 2 cars on that tow truck smashed up. I guess the one was a little SUV. So, who's here besides me and Jay? Do I need to watch my mouth? I don't know. I know I have to shut off the live here soon so I can pay attention to the road. So, it shows nobody's on here. It's just 0. YouTube does that. So, yeah, we'll have to let you guys go. I appreciate you all coming to Desert Armory more and hanging with us the last hour, roughly, 53 minutes and something. So, appreciate you coming by. You have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed rest of your all's life. And remember, you can never go wrong doing what's right. And through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And no man cometh through the Father but through him. Appreciate you all. See you later. I don't think I'll be going live tonight, but we'll see. If we do, we do. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Bye for now.